Hey everyone, it's Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy. Today we are looking at a figure from Attack of the Clones, Episode 2. This is Jango Fett with electronic backpack, or jetpack, and snap-on armor. So let's take a quick look at him here, get him a little closer to the camera. And here he is, and I know the first thing you're going to notice about him is the backpack is way too big. And the reason for that is there's a battery in it. So they had to make it a little bit bigger for the battery, and the jetpack is actually, you push this little button right here and it makes noises, moving sounds, and the backpack is removable. You just pull it straight back like this, and you can see that's the battery pack under that screw. So if you were going to change the battery, that's how you would do it. And this one I have out of the package right now, the battery is dead, but lucky for us, the one in the package still works. So let's check it out. They have a little hole cut through the package here so you can test it out. So let's do it. It's just got a couple blaster sounds, movie sound effects, real movie sounds. And let's keep looking at Jango here. And as you can see, he comes with two blaster pistols. And once you take the backpack out, yes, there's a giant gaping hole in his back, which is kind of awkward, but anyway. But here you can see his blasters. And they do come out of his hands. You just kind of twist and pull, and they'll come out. And also, if you look, the armor is removable. Now what you want to do is his chest armor comes off. You just pull it up and forward. And there's a little tab on the bottom. It goes into his belt right there. And it just snaps on. So what you do is you just put it in his belt, push forward, push it up against his chest, and there you go. As I'm sure you remember in the movie when we first meet him, he actually has his, I believe the reason they're doing this is because remember he has all his armor off, and it's hidden in that little room off to the side. And another thing this guy does is his wrist gauntlets are removable, and all you do is you just pull straight up on them and they come off, and there's little weapons on them. I think one's a flamethrower and one is a cable launcher, and they had the spikes on them, or the claws that gripped the side of the building when he was falling, but these are not, those aren't on here. But you can see this one comes off too. All you do is just pull straight up and they snap off. There you can see it. And if we look a little closer at the figure, you'll see his helmet is permanently fixed. It doesn't come off. That's the one part of the armor that doesn't. But his targeting system actually is movable. It rolls down into in front of his eye so he can target. And you just put it back up when you're done. And if you look, his arms do move. They have shoulder and elbow movement on both arms. And that is it. Oh, his head does move a little bit. Got a little side to side and a little bit up and down. And his legs, if you can see, they're permanently fixed in that position. His legs do not move. So if you get this figure, be aware of that. There's no leg movement whatsoever, and he's stuck in this position. But that's what he looks like with all the armor taken off. That is removable. The armor on his legs is attached. They're permanently attached. It doesn't come off. The holster and the belts don't come off, and the holsters are just for show. They don't work. But let's get them all put back together here. It shouldn't take that long. Oops, I think I got that on the wrong hand. That's all you gotta do to get the gun back in. It's pretty simple, and he holds it pretty well. Some of these figures, they fit in the hand, but they don't stay in there that well. There he is, all put back together. And there is one other accessory he came with, was this large blaster rifle, and he never used anything like this in the movie that I remember, but it's in the box, so let's check it out. So as you can see, there's a little projectile that it came with. It looks very similar to the missile on his jetpack. Let's see if we can get it really close here. There you can see it, and what you need to pay attention to is this little triangle notch in the back, and that is actually how you lock and launch this thing. And you'll see in what appears to be the scope of this thing, there's a hole in it, and what you do is you slide the projectile through till the notch pokes through, and it's going to be pushed up, and that locks it in. And all you have to do to fire it is you push down on this rod sticking out the back here, and it's real sensitive, but there it goes. Let's do that again. Okay, so you're just going to slide it in until you hear it click, and then all you do to fire is press down, and that's it. And I suppose this gun is designed for him to hold while he's flying around in his jetpack, but it's kind of awkward to get him to hold it with both hands. He'll do it with one fairly well, but okay. So let's check out the packaging real quick. Let's spin this thing around here. And there you can see they have all the equipment laid out so you can see what it does, and there's a little description of who Jango Fett is, so let's read that. Jango Fett. Jango Fett is the embodiment of pure physical adrociness and shrewd agility. I have no idea what that word is. Fully equipped to defend himself from any adversary, Fett's sleek armored suit is armed with retractable wrist blades and other concealed weapons. His harnessed backpack, capable of jet propulsion and missile projection, provides stealthy leverage over steadfast opponents. Oh, they got really fancy there, but there's a quick description of Jango Fett. And there he is, everyone. There is your Jango Fett with electronic backpack, or electronic jetpack, and snap-on armor. And thanks for watching, everyone.